Birmingham is a foodie city. It has restaurants and chefs that are talked about and awarded across the South and across the nation. These restaurants aren't just places to eat once you are here, they are reasons to come here. Many of them are new and are part of a culinary revival that Birmingham has seen recently. In this video, we will be discussing 4 restaurants in order of increasing price and prominence. But first, let's see what Birmingham as a foodie city means to the people who live here.
Hi everyone, I'm Alexis, and I'm interviewing people on what their favorite place to eat in Birmingham is. Alright, here we have Paige. Paige, what's your favorite place to eat? Eco. Sameda, what's your favorite place to eat?
Falafel Cafe.
Awesome, thank you guys. Tucka and Lindsay, where are your favorite places to eat?
Wasabi One.
Awesome. Gracie?
El Barrio.
Ooh. Leanne?
Sabor Latino.
Ooh. Sumu?
I gotta say Giuseppe's.
Ooh. Steve, what's your favorite place to eat in Birmingham? Awesome. Lulu?
Hi, it's Yo Mama's.
Yo Mama's. Awesome. Ainsley?
Soho Social.
Thank you. Favorite place to eat?
Soho Social.
Favorite place to eat?
Oh no, Poke.
Ooh, thank you guys.
Jack Brown's.
Thank you. Shivani?
Uno Poke.
Ooh, very good. Autumn, my roommate. What's yours? Okay. Thank you. Cameron? That place? Thank you. Nicholas?
Bamboo.
Thank you. Emma? Maya? Thank you. Ashley, what's yours? Urban Cookhouse. Thank you. Christina Lag, what's yours?
Burn of Thailand.
Thank you. Hannah? Yummy Bowl. Thank you. Olivia? I like Mellow Mushroom. Thank you. Molly? Eva? Thank you. Anna Claire? Maya? Thank you. Sissy, favorite places to eat?
I like Giuseppe's and I like Automatic. It's an oyster house.
Thank you.
Hi, I hope you enjoyed my sorority sisters and a few of my other friends saying where their favorite places to eat in Birmingham are. Mine happens to be Kava. Locally owned though, I love Bayleaf. It is a Indian restaurant and it is really, really good. So, thank you.
Umami is located at 2808 7th Avenue in Lakeview. Umami is a category of taste in food that is also one of the 5 basic tastes. It has been described as savory and is often found in broths, cooked meats, shellfish, fish, and soy sauce. Umami was built and opened in place of Babalu that closed in 2020 due to the pandemic. It is owned by 2 brothers who also own Sushi Village, Nori Thai, and Saki Thai and Sushi. These brothers saw a need for Asian cuisine in Lakeview to grow and took this opportunity. Umami primarily serves Asian-inspired cuisine and sushi, which is very good and what they are most known for. All of Umami's dishes are very well prepared and taste fresh. They serve many versions of Asian cuisine with a twist. In their hot bites section, they serve classics such as takoyaki, dumplings, gyoza, and spring rolls. But they also serve other items such as Brussels sprout tempura, crispy chicken, haraku potatoes, and rock shrimp. In their hot plates section, they serve classics such as beef bulgogi, but also Kobe bone marrow burgers, which I heard are very good. Last but not least, they also serve sushi rolls, which they are most known for. They serve over 10 different types of rolls, ranging from fried to unfried. They also serve very fresh nigiri, which is caught and brought at least 2 times a week to the restaurant. The inside is an open floor plan with many seating sides available. There is high tops, big family tables, and even bar seating. Depending on the time of day you come, there are many people that you can see. You'll see families eating out with their kids in big groups. You'll see couples going on dates, and you'll even see a few people just eating by themselves because that's how much they love the restaurant. The service is amazing. Each of the waiters are so attentive to what you need, always coming back and asking you if you're enjoying your meal, do you need anything else, and asking overall if there's anything they can do to improve your experience. The pricing of Umami is also not bad at all. It is very affordable. A roll can range from $10 to $15, depending on the type of fish you get or if it's fried or unfried and all the toppings that come on it. I have never left Umami feeling like I need to eat more food because honestly, all of their things are so nutritious and so well made that it just fills you right up. You can tell that the owners put so much into this restaurant and especially how they treat their staff and how much they're attentive to one another. So, they hope you come to Umami and they hope you enjoy it.
Bistro 218 is a contemporary French restaurant located in the heart of Birmingham on 20th Street North. Originally opening its doors in autumn of 2012 in the old building of a previous restaurant, Seafood Delight, its name comes from the French word bistro, meaning a small restaurant serving modestly priced and simple meals. The 218 comes from the address number where the building resides. Tom Saab is the current chief proprietor and owner of the restaurant. The design of the outside and of the inside are unlike any other restaurants nearby. Large windows and golden lights give the restaurant a look as if it was plucked right out of France. Upon entering, the dimness of the lights gives off a classy atmosphere. A bar is situated to the left of the entrance, with a wide variety of French wine and cocktails. The lobby is adorned with art and hardwood floors, with the high ceilings and exposed brick walls making the room appear much larger than it is. The main eating area is situated in a larger room to the right and consists of 2 floors. While still similarly lit, the large street-facing windows give off a natural light into the room. The tables are adorned with white tablecloths and a flower pot, with a wine glass ready for each seat. In my opinion, the location of the restaurant is one of its strong suits. It is situated right in the middle of Birmingham's theater district, making Bistro 218 a prime spot for an after-show dinner or cup of wine. The food is of a typical French affair, but with a few twists. Items such as octopus, gumbo, crab cakes, and pork loin accompany more traditionally French food, like beef Wellington, pommes frites, au gratin potatoes, and filet medallions. The prices are very reasonable for the quality and portions given. If a full-course meal is eaten, including appetizers, a super side, a main dish, and dessert, the price would only come to around $100 per person. While that does seem like a good bit, the quality and taste of the food make this a perfect location for a night out. Purchasing wine will greatly affect this amount, however, as the prices can fluctuate from $20 to over a few hundred for a single bottle, all French wine, of course. The service is also worth the higher price, with a waiter or waitress being by your side before you even know you need them. They speak as if they have known you your whole life, and after a while, you start to believe it too. The leftovers were abundant and still delicious multiple days later. One person in particular that stood out was the hostess on the night we went. Upon entering, she treated us like family and yet stayed completely professional throughout getting our reserved table. After hearing that we had never been there, she recommended multiple items off the menu that we would end up choosing later that night to great satisfaction. She also spoke of how the restaurant had been booming lately following the COVID-19 epidemic, and that she hopes Bistro 218 becomes a staple of Birmingham dining as a whole in the near future.
Carol Griffin, the owner of Chez Lulu, opened the restaurant in order to showcase the beautiful artisan breads that were being made in the Continental Bakery next door. According to the Chez Lulu website, Continental Bakery is home to the most authentic European breads in the Southeast. Both establishments use their own handmade bread, pizza dough, pie crusts, and they shop at local farmers markets. In the restaurant itself, most of the decorations, artful statement pieces, and paintings were created by Birmingham artist Tracy Martin. Her artwork has become the focal point of the restaurant and greatly contributes to the dining experience of its patrons. The interior of the restaurant is filled wall-to-wall with antique and vintage decorations, including small sculptures, window murals, and golden accents. The lighting is very soft and somewhat dim, and the smooth French music playing in the background contributes to the overall atmosphere. The environment strongly resembles that of a cafe in France. The restaurant provides a destination for Birmingham residents to enjoy authentic French cuisine and feel as though they have experienced true French dining from the convenience of their own city. According to the owner, Many French customers have expressed their excitement at the authenticity of the bread selection at Chez Lulu. Chez Lulu has also had the opportunity to showcase many unique performances and allow Birmingham residents to experience different European cultures. These include opera-singing professional wrestlers, tribal belly dancers, jugglers, accordion players, Indian karaoke dance parties, and more.
Ovenbird is a South American-inspired live-fire restaurant and bar in Birmingham, Alabama. It was opened by Chris Hastings. Now, Chris Hastings is a big player on the Birmingham food scene. He's a 2-time finalist for the James Beard Award, and he won Best Chef in the South in 2012. But he's not originally from the South. He came from the Northeast, but he vacationed in the South over the summers when he was a child, where he gained an appreciation for Southern food and just the outdoors in general. After graduating, he ended up working for Frank Stitt at Highlands Bar and Grill, and Frank Stitt is also a really big name in the Birmingham food scene. He's multiple James Beard Award-winning restaurants. Highlands is very well renowned for its technical excellence, among other things. But while at Birmingham, Chris Hastings met his wife, Heidi, who he eventually founded Hot and Hot Fish Club with. Now, this was in 1995, and it plays a lot into his culinary education for very technically precise, French-inspired, but also mixed with some of the Southern techniques and some of the Southern inspiration that he picked up on Birmingham. It's been very well acclaimed. It's what he won his James Beard Award for. It was for Hot and Hot Fish Club. But after this, he opened Ovenbird in 2015. So that was precipitated by a trip that him and Heidi took to South America about a decade prior to that. While in South America, one of the things that really stood out to him was the presence of live fire cooking. So in traditional kitchens, a lot of times most of the cooking will be done by traditional stoves, gas stoves, induction stoves, things like that. But a lot of South American cooking will work with live fire. Now, the difficult thing with that is it's much, much less consistent. So a lot of technical precision when it comes to high-end restaurants has to do with consistency. And working with live fire is very difficult because it's very difficult to get even heat distribution with live fire cooking. One of the ways that that Chris Hastings has overcome this, other than having very talented chefs, is by making excellent use of cast iron. So cast iron is obviously very important to Birmingham's history. Birmingham's founded as a cast iron city. That's its reason for existence, and it's been important overall. But specifically, it's useful to Chris Hastings because since cast iron pans are an individual piece of metal, they heat up evenly and they distribute the heat evenly to whatever they're cooking. So even though you're working with a cast iron, even though you're working with a live fire system, you're still getting a more even distribution of heat than if you were just like spit roasting, I guess. One of the dishes that stood out to me when I visited was the beef candle, which is just a jus, which you can dip bread into, but part of it is there's a beef tallow, which has been molded into a candle, which as it burns down just incorporates into the jus and just really serves an example of the very creative and very specific intention that Chris Hastings has for the restaurant with the mix of different culture and technical precision from his background. Another part of the restaurant that sort of exemplifies this is the cocktail menu, which a lot of them are inspired by South American drinks, Argentinian, Uruguayan, very important to the overall feel of the restaurant. Actually, one of the drinks on the restaurant, the Spanish name for it is Rufos Onero, which is just the name of the national bird of Argentina, which incidentally, the anglicized version of the name basically translates to rusty ovenbird, which is the inspiration for the restaurant. So the restaurant's name comes from the national bird of Argentina, which was one of the countries that Chris Hastings visited in his trip to South America. Now, the restaurant's only open from 5 to 10 from Wednesday to Saturday, which seems like a short window, basically just a dinner rush.
but it really is just reflective of the fact that there's so much preparation required for everything on the menu, especially working with something as tricky as live fire grilling. It's very hard to get everything prepared for very quick service with that, but they do an excellent job there. I think with the creativity and the intentionality, both culturally and with looking at the location that they're in, as far as cast iron and bringing things together, Chris Hastings and Ovenbird really serve as an important piece of Birmingham's foodie history.
Hi, this is the editor Kai, and I'd just like to say thank you for watching.